All right, then, this is the 10-minute warm-up. So to get this started, let's bring this into all fours. And we're going to take this into the wrist right away. So go ahead and set this up. Keep your hips stacked over your knees and bring the hands in a little bit closer, maybe about 1 or 2 hands lengths in front of your knees. I want you to flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms up, the fingertips pointing toward you. And spread the fingers wide, press your fingertips down. Don't be shy about bringing your hands close if you need to. You can take most of the weight to your legs. But keep your hands tense with your fingertips pressing down into the floor. Now, as your fingertips press down, straighten your arms as much as you can. And then hold them straight like that, spine pressed up toward the ceiling. Now, I want you to pull your belly in and keep your low back rounded like somebody's trying to punch in toward your gut. Hold that tension. And then we're going to take this into scapular push-ups. So, arms straight. Sink your chest down toward the floor and feel your shoulder blades squeeze toward each other. And then press your spine toward the ceiling and spread the shoulder blades apart. And just keep sinking down and pressing back up and go back and forth. Now this is different than a cow and cat motion here. So your low back stays rounded, your belly stays pulled in, and you're not tilting your pelvis at all. Just keep pressing down to the fingertips, keep your hands tense, and really work just to move your rib cage down and up. Now, if you can take this a little bit further, see about bringing your head forward and then back. And you can go in a little bit more of a circular motion here, but this is primarily in the upper body, really just getting some mobility around the shoulder blades. Belly stays pulled in, low back stays rounded the whole time. Keep your fingertips pressing down. And then the next time you press your spine up high, hold that for just a moment. And then come up onto your fingertips. And let's set this up from a regular all fours. Wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath your hips, palms down. We're still stretching the wrists. Rotate your fingertips out to the side and then in toward your knees as far as you can go. Now set your hands flat, spread the fingers out wide, dig your fingertips down, grip your mat, and press your spine up toward the ceiling. Now you can just keep that grip, fingertips pressing down, trying to press the blood out of your fingertips. And then maybe to sway the shoulders side to side. Feel the stretch move through the wrists and into the undersides of the forearms in particular. And then if you want to take things further, go ahead, bring this into center. Arms straight, you're still gripping with your fingers. Tuck the toes of both feet. And let's just take this up and down. So lift your knees, bring your hips up as high as you can. And then just touch your knees down to the floor. Lift back up, hips high, fingertips still gripping, and bring the knees down. Lift your hips up high again. Touch the knees down to the floor, and bring your hips up, and then touch your knees down. Now one more time, lift your hips up, and now this time just hover the knees above the floor. You're still gripping with your fingers, and just pulse the knees up and down on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now set your knees down. And then come up onto the fingertips and down to sitting on your heels and take a moment. Shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. Now let's take it back into all fours. Now from here we're going to work with a modified side plank. So wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips here to start. Go ahead, step your left foot behind the right. Bring the left hand to your left hip. And just keep everything stacked here, left shoulder and left hip above the right. Now grip the floor with your right hand, kick the right foot down, lift your left foot up off the floor, and then switch it out, come into all fours. So left hand's your base, step the right foot behind the left, right hand to your right hip, and just stack everything vertically here. See about lifting that right foot up off the floor, and then come back down. Now bring it over the right side again. Left foot behind the right. Grip the floor with the right hand. Kick the right foot down. Left hand to your left hip. Lift the left foot up off the floor. And then reach your left arm high. Gaze up high. And then come down. Come back to all fours. Over to your left side. Right foot steps behind the left. Right hand to the right hip. And then kick into the floor with that left foot. Press the left hand down. Keep gripping. Lift the right foot. And reach your right arm high. And then bring it back to center, back down to all fours. Now one more round here, we're going to take this further. Left foot behind the right, left hand to your left hip. Now grip the floor with the right hand, lift your left foot up off the floor. Take a half bind, left arm behind your back, palm face may pull the shoulder back and look up. Now to take it back and forth from here, stay lifted, but bend your left knee, touch the big toe down to the floor behind you, and then extend your left leg straight. Again, bend the left knee, big toe down. And then extend the left leg. Big toe down to the floor behind you. Extend your left leg again. Big toe down to the floor behind. And then extend. One more time. Big toe down behind. And then extend your left leg. And then come back to center, back to all fours. Let's take it on the other side. Step the right foot behind the left. Right hand to the right hip. Now grip the floor with your left hand. Keep your left foot kicking down. And then lift the right foot up off the floor. take it further, half bind, right arm behind your back, palm facing away. And then go back and forth from here, so the right leg's extended. But bend the knee, touch the big toe down to the floor behind you, and then extend the right leg. Big toe down behind, and extend the leg again. Big toe down behind, extend your leg straight. Big toe down behind, and extend the right leg. Big toe down one more time, extend the leg, and then come back to center, back to all fours. And from all fours, move around and loosen up through your hips. You're probably feeling this in the outer hips at least a little bit. Now I'm just going to turn for the camera here, but this is what I want you to do. Come up onto the right foot, and then onto the left with your hands still on the floor. Now, hips down low, knees out wide, thighs toward parallel with the floor. And this is basically a folded horse stance here, just a wide-legged squat. So just come down low, heels in, toes out, move around side to side with your hands still down. And we're going to take this into the hips a little bit. Now keep your hands on the floor, and we're just going to take a cross step back and forth. Now bring the weight to the left foot, right foot back and across, sink the right hip down. And then press down, step the right foot wide and come back to horse. Press into the right foot, step the left foot back and across, sink the left hip down. And then press into the floor, step your left foot wide. Come over to the left side again, right foot back and across, sink your hips down. And then bring it back to center, feet set wide. Over to the right side, left foot back and across, sink your hips. And then press down and step the left foot wide. Come over to the left again, right foot back and across, sink your hips down. And then bring it back to center, back to that horse stance. Weight to the right foot, left foot back and across, sink your hips down. Come back to center, feet set wide, 2 more rounds. Over to your left foot, right foot back and across, sink your hips down. And then come back to center, feet set wide. Bring the weight to the right foot, left foot back and across, sink your hips. And then bring it back to center, back to horse. Now one more time, over to the left. Right foot steps back and across, sink your hips. To take it further, press the right leg into the left, maybe lift the right foot up off the floor. And then release, step your feet wide, back to horse. One more time on the other side, weight to the right foot, left foot back and across. Sink your hips down. And then to take it further, press the left leg into the right, try to lift that left foot up off the floor. And then step the feet out wide, back to horse. And then go ahead and bring your knees down to the mat. Come into all fours. And once you're in all fours, move around. You can shake your legs out a little bit. All right, one last thing from here. Go ahead, walk your knees forward. And bring the knees out wide, wider than your hips. Big toes point toward each other. Come down to sitting on your heels for a moment like this. Now bring your hands down behind you. So fingertips to the floor. Hands are about shoulder width. And we're going to take this, opening up the front of the body. This is a bridging motion here. Now to make it work, be sure you're kicking your feet down and squeezing your glutes as you press your hips up and forward. And then we'll just take this up and down. So fingertips to the floor. Kick into the floor. Squeeze the glutes. Lift your hips. Let your head fall back. And then sink this all the way down. Kick down. Squeeze your glutes. Lift this up again. And then sink back down. Kick into the floor. Press the hips high and forward. Sink back down. Kick into the floor, lift your hips up again, and then come back down. Kick into the floor, press your hips up high, come back down. Now this time we'll take it side to side. Left hand stays down. With your next inhale, sweep the right arm left as you lift. Keep kicking down, keep squeezing your glutes, and then bring it back down, back to center. With your next inhale, sweep the left arm right, lift up, and then exhale, come back down. Inhale, sweep the right arm left again, open up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, sweep the left arm right as you lift. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, sweep the right arm left. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, sweep the left arm right. And then with the exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, sweep the right arm left, lift up. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, sweep the left arm right, press your hips forward. Exhale, come down. Last round. Inhale, sweep the right arm left and hold here. Now keep your feet kicking down, keep your glutes squeezing, let your head fall back. Stretch your right arm long, kick into the right foot, and try to hover your right knee up off the mat. That'll take things further. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bring it down. One more time on the other side. With your next inhale, sweep your left arm right. Lift this up, open up, and just hold. Stretch long through that left arm, let your head fall back. And as you reach with your left arm, kick with the left foot, try to hover your left knee up off the floor. And then bring it all the way back down. Once you're down, walk your hands forward, come into all fours, and then just move around. You can shake your legs out just a little bit. And then once you're ready, you can just come down to a seat. And that is the 10-minute warm-up here. Thank you very much.